It is no more an animal life. It becomes a divine life. And many people ask me, divine life, what do you mean about some God? He's chilling in the seventh heaven or he's in the Svarga. No, no, we are not talking about that God. Divine means, for example, you know the laws of electricity. And there is someone who doesn't know the laws of electricity. Who can get something from electricity? One who knows the laws of electricity or one who doesn't know the laws of electricity? Is it not? One who knows the laws of electricity can get what he wants. Then what happens? The electricity becomes a devata. Devata in Hindi means one who gives. Dene wala devata. So devata kaun, divine kaun. Who is divine? One who gives. And who gives? That energy whose laws of application you know. So that is the divine life. We are being projected, we are being pushed by nature. That is how we are evolved from a mineral to a plant to an animal to a human being. And in so many crores of years it took to evolve. Similarly, we will evolve to the divine state. Again, you remember, divine doesn't mean I am talking about God. I am talking about the laws of nature, natural energy, about which we know how to utilize it. Right? So when you utilize this, we become a divine life. You know the laws of nature. Utilize it for yourself and for others. And now, these two, breathing process. The first advice I want to give you is, you always try to breathe whenever you are conscious in a slow, deep, rhythmic process. That is enough. That is enough. And remember one thing, much of our diabetic and BP reasons are because of the problem here. And here there is a muscle what is known as the diaphragm. The diaphragm moves up and down, and that is why breathing happens. Many people don't know that breathing is because of the movement of the diaphragm. The diaphragm, when it extends, it creates the vacuum. The breath goes in, and then it pushes out. So this movement of the diaphragm, if you are aware of it, much of your problems will be solved. Gastric problems, you do that practice, and then you will see how it is deep, slow, with a feeling of awareness first of the diaphragm movement. 2 or 3 days you do it, you will be aware of the diaphragm moving. It is we never care about it, that's all. Right? That is what I was telling about the breath. And now what you have to learn is, instead of the flight response, you have to learn the relaxation response. A cardiologist, I'm not sure about his name, Ben Johnson, I think. He has written that book on relaxation response. He said just by this deep, slow relaxation response, all bone problems, nervous problems, diabetes, BP, cancer, all problems, he has given a lot of rest, a list. And he is a cardiologist. MD-DM. With his practice on his patients, he has told the deep breathing almost cures all problems. Almost. So that is what I am telling. The relaxation of the diaphragm muscle. This is not relaxed. Do you know, even now you feel it. You are not feeling tense here. I think you are feeling tense here. Don't you think so? Be aware of it. Sometimes we are not aware also of being tense here. So the first practical suggestion I am giving you is slow, deep, completely filled breathing where you feel that the diaphragm is going down. And when the air is coming out, it comes out, and after some time you see that the what we call the navel goes in. best cure for obesity. Best cure. You do it and you will find it. But it takes time, not in 1 day or 2 days. If you do it for 6 months, you are sure to get a minimum of 4 kgs. In pounds, I think it will be about 10 pounds or so. And once,
8 pounds.
8. No, it's okay. Why fight about the pounds? We will lose it. So this breathing, in the beginning you have to remember it. But once you have practiced, it becomes natural. And now this relaxation response, pranayama, you understand about the breathing process. I have given you a very small basic pranayama. There are more than 112 pranayamas. And you remember that a human body can have only the maximum limit of variety of pranayamas, 112. You don't have a 113th pranayama. Pranayama means breathing process. This you get the reference in Vijnana Bhairava Tantra, a textbook from Buddha's level. And now about the asanas, you remember the technique of visualization in nature. Asanas are visualization technique from nature. Now asanas means a seat. What in Sanskrit or Hindi, when the word asana, we mean a seat. And now, you have a seat in your office depending upon your level of knowledge, is it not? A watchman's seat, a principal's seat, a supervisor's seat, a manager's seat, a clerk's seat. He need not sit in that seat. But we say he is a clerk. What does it mean? He says in the clerk's seat. When you say he is a principal, he may be sitting everywhere, but he is a principal. Could I convey what I want to tell you? A seat, a asana, is not the way in which you sit. It is the knowledge, permission. You have a authority to sit in that asana. Am I clear? So just by practicing an asana, you get that authority, as I said about the visualization aspect. If you practice as if, you get it, is it not? So when you do those practices, the most important practice is what is known as the cross-legged position, especially one above the other, what is known as the lotus pose or the Padmasana pose. And if you find it difficult, a cross-legged pose. And even you find it still difficult, you see that while you are sitting in the seat, both the soles are equally spaced and your entire... Can you practice it? Why not practice? I'm not talking about cross-legged. I'm talking about sitting. How even sitting you get the same result in a chair as you get in the Padmasana pose.